Uh, okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get started. So last time I didn't really finish off the Poison matchup. So I want to, before I get started into the Rolento matchup, I want to actually finish this off because I learned a few things since then. Last time, if you remember, I found out that most of our normals, like these normals right here, were punishable on block, right? And so I was trying to figure out if there's a way you could potentially exploit her mid range, or basically get into about this range, and basically dominate her from that range, right? Well, the thing is that I actually figured out if you pick Ultra 2 in this matchup, it actually gives you a very useful tool. And so let me show you this. So basically, because those buttons are punishable from this range, Poison's got to cancel them into something, right? But if you're rocking Ultra 2, one of the things you can actually do is you can actually, from any range, right there. Well, actually, I think she has to space this absolutely perfect. But you can see even from a very far distance out, you can Ultra 2 in between the strings. So that's one of the things. Now I'm not really sure which Ultra I want to use in this matchup because they're both useful. Because see, she also does this shenanigan, right? Ultra 1 punishes that. So even from max range, they'll catch. And I've tested this out in the last time. So basically, double Ultra might not be such a bad idea in this matchup. At least I'd say probably Ultra 2, because I think I'd rather have the combo ability. And then Ultra 1 doesn't seem all that useful. Yeah, I mean the thing is though, in the case of of Poison, she's got to cancel that. So basically, because if she uses this bun or this bun, which is probably her better mid-range pokes, they're punishable on block. So if I say from this range, if she tries to stick that out, you can sweep punish it, right? So that means she can't just sit there and it's not like Akuma or Ryu where they can stick out the crouching medium kick and it still works. I mean, basically without the cancel, so that way they can make you guess when they're going to cancel it. Poison, on the other hand, she's got to cancel this, because otherwise she can get sweep punished. The only thing that doesn't punish as far as fireballs is the EX one, because it's a true block string. So it's one of those things. Well, yeah, I mean this is a follow up. I already tested her mid range game. From this range out, she's gonna be probably using her fireballs anyways, just because the recoveries on them is so good. But see, the thing is, if you get into her, this range, if she wants to use those buttons, she's got to cancel it. And so that's one of those things where, if you, and I actually did this to a Poison player I was playing against last night. If she wants to cancel into the fireball, you can punish that with Ultra 2, and that's also punishable with Ultra 1. So it's one of these things where you can actually force her to either cancel into the Rekka, which is a true block string, but it's also negative on block, so it's actually, she does it too close, it's punishable. And even if she's not too close, she just kill all pressure she's got, so you can push her back out. Or she's got to cancel into the EX. She can also try to cancel into that, but the thing about that is that there's a horrible gap in the middle of it, where you can just hit her out of it. So basically, out of all the things she can cancel into, there's actually 2 moves that that's unpunishable as far as what I could tell, and so that means she's either got to cancel the EX Fireball or Rekka, and in both cases, she's either got to burn the meter or she's got to put herself in a disadvantaged situation. So I think overall, her canceling gauge from this range is horrible against Akuma, because he's actually got super legit punishing options. Also, I think against the light ones, yeah, you can also punish the light ones with Ultra 2. or like the non-EX ones. I think the EX one will sail over his head when I was testing this. Because I think if you, it's all about distance. Yeah, maybe from that range, but see, the thing is, like, Ultra 2 actually gives you an interesting punish option in this case, because it actually gives you, allows you to punish a lot of her cancels, and so if you can punish those, that all of a sudden makes this range somewhat favorable for Akuma, because his buttons can dominate from that range, because that's a decent range for him. But see, if Poison can't stick out on any of her buttons, she can't just not cancel them because they're punishable. And she can't just cancel into him because you can punish stuff out of that too. So I think this is actually a very good range for Akuma. So it's like, so long as you react properly, I think this range will be favorable for Akuma. So like, actually, I think this is really good. The other thing is that I actually had the opportunity to play this against someone who actually somewhat knew the character. I didn't think he was amazing, but he at least like knew enough that I just got a feel for how the zoning game goes. I think Akuma pretty well dominates the zoning game from this far out. I don't think Poison can win from that range. So I think Poison's got to get into a range probably about here, where Akuma's fireballs can get punished on hit. Like, basically, if you throw a fireball at the same time, this was shown in my last video, basically she can do like a standing fierce and like hit you because she recovers so much faster. So one of the things is you can actually force Poison to come to you with your zoning game, because from this range you can just basically keep chucking plasma and she can't do anything to stop you because she's only got one speed of fireball. She pretty much can only do like EX fireball or something like that. She can't even ultra you from this range because of Akuma's recovery. But the other thing is, unlike a character like Guile, who actually has a pretty decent jump arc, her jump's floaty, like beyond belief. So if she tries to jump and like punish you for throwing a fireball, she has to do it early. The only thing she can really do to consistently punish it is that right there. Because even the regular ones aren't fireball invincible, so they might get, she has to do that incredibly early. And her jump's really floaty. So basically the only things you have to watch out for in the mid-range is that, and also just like an early prediction jump. So overall, I think I'm actually starting to think this matchup's in Akuma's favor. Like, I think I found enough tech that, you know, barring like a really massive evolution in like Poison's, you know, technology, I think like initially I'm going to call this like 6-4 in Akuma's favor, because I think there's enough stuff that Akuma can force Poison to play his game. So at any rate, that sort of wraps up a little bit of like the Poison matchup. I mean, I'm probably going to do another write-up like I did for the Hugo. Like, if you want to see that, the one I did for the Hugo matchup I posted in the SRK forums, so you're welcome to do that. But at any rate, what I actually want to get to today is what I advertised, and that's Rolento. Yeah, I think her EX one's definitely... yeah, I think they're definitely armor breakers. I mean, you probably shouldn't be focusing against Poison anyways. Like, I tried like focus dashing through her fireballs and stuff like that. She actually ends up either even after the forward dash, or in some cases negative, depending on how late you do it or how far away. So I don't think focusing against Poison's a good idea. So at any rate, let me restart the stream real quick. Just this will make it easier for me to like upload the stuff to YouTube later. So that way it just breaks this up into 2 different videos. Here, hang on a sec.